listen, they walk through fire. Bodies weary, spirits tested, but from the ashes they rose brighter. Two women, two warriors, and two women, two warriors, two stories stitched with love. Scars don't chain us down, they're maps of battles won. We rise together, stronger than before, turning pain to power, opening the door. Voices like a lighthouse, shining through the storm. The strength of a woman is to rise and rise once more. The world whispered, too hard, too heavy. They answered back, watch us. Even when the pain tried to break them, they move the mountains with love. Oh, we rise together, stronger than before, turning pain to power, opening the door. Voices like a lighthouse, shining.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, you
Happy New
guys.
Year. Happy New
Happy
Year,
New
guys.
Year.
Happy New Year.
Welcome in. Jarita, you do not see her face on YouTube, YouTube and Facebook and the Grit and Glitter YouTube. She is having to do this via phone today, so you will not see her beautiful face, but you will hear her beautiful voice today. So thank you guys. Thanks for being here with us today. There may be just a little bit of lag, so we might end up crossing words just a tiny bit. But look who's in the center of us right here. Aunt Sarah is back. She has been going over some mental health or health challenges. She did some holiday challenges with us at the end of the year. We did a bunch of different things, and we had her here the other day, and her stuff was messing up a little bit, and it was kind of, screwing with us, and we had issues. We had a whole lot of technical issues the other day, so we're just going to blame it on the end of the year. That's what we're going to do. So new year, new phase, and we are just going to start right here. So she is, oh crap.
What?
Okay. Grit and Glitter YouTube, or you can check Jarita.
Yes, it is. It says it on my deal, but I don't know if it's on Grit and Glitter, but it just gave me the notification. So hang on
Okay.
1 second.
Yeah, check the Grit and Glitter YouTube. It might just be behind a little bit, Rooster. Thank you for letting us know that. So Sarah,
Yeah, it is on. It is
Okay.
on.
Good. So Sarah is just going to kind of touch base on the few things that we talked about at the end of the year, and then she's got a special thing to tell us about today. So Sarah, we'll let you do that first. How about you go ahead and tell us about all the challenges coming up, or the things that you did this at the end of the year to get ready?
Okay. Well, just all of our challenges from the last 6 weeks of the year. And it is a challenge. It's a healthy habits challenge brought about by Dr. Richard Isaacson, who is one of the few preventive neurologists out there who's trying to help us figure out how to prevent getting all kinds of different dementia, especially Alzheimer's. And he just wants to make it clear that it's just all these simple little things that you can do that add up, they accumulate over the course of time, and they make the difference in your brain health. So week 1, he wanted us to do a 5 to 10 minute daily gratitude meditation, and that was to help manage stress. Week 2.
Thank you
He
so
said,
much. I'm absolutely in
I
love
looked
with
through my
all of the
screen.
challenges.
I don't drink your sweets. So whether that's, a peppermint mocha that's got 58 grams of added sugar, which is more than double what a woman should have for an entire day, or alcohol, or too much, sugar in your tea, just be careful with that and drink lots of water.
Even good
Week
sugar, though,
3,
right? Right? It was even good sugar. It's still sugar.
yeah, even good sugar, because I mean, sugar is sugar, and it's all a matter of just don't consume too much of it. And it's so easy.
Yes. It's very easy to do.
I think
Hi,
I
welcome
keep
in.
speaking up, but hang on.
It's okay.
It's very easy to do. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's just, you're already way over the top. So,
Yep.
I would be in the hospital if I had that much Coke.
Coca-Cola.
No, I mean Coca-Cola. I'm allergic to caffeine. I don't mean the other. I meant Coca-Cola.
Right. Sure you did. Okay. Moving along. Week 3, walk 5 to 7,000 steps a day. You always hear about 10,000 steps, and that's great, but 5 to 7,000 is really a good area, because anything less than 5 is considered sedentary. And if I'm not consciously making decisions to walk around and get my little 10 minutes here, 5 minutes there, I easily fall under that 5,000. Again, you just have to become conscious of it and, do like I do, park way across, the back of the parking lot at the grocery store. And then once you get in there, be inefficient in how you go around, shop one thing over here, go to the other end and get that, and go back and forth. Just, make those incidental steps. Week 4 was reach out to an old friend. And that is because social activity is so important and so good for your brain. It causes your brain to work in so many different ways, whether that's conversation or recalling memories or making plans. It is a critical part of being human and having a healthy human brain. Week 5 was how bright can you make your plate? You always hear eat the rainbow, and that's because of all the phytonutrients. The more color there is in a food, mostly vegetables and fruits, the more phytonutrients are there. So get the orange, purple, green, red, get all of them. And I think he wanted us to have half of our plate full of vegetables, and then a quarter with grains and a quarter with your protein, which could also be vegetables. Week 6, which I think we had the toughest time hearing, was buy yourself a gift of health for 2026, whether it's, new workout clothes or shoes or a scale or a yoga class. And we talked about, if it's not in the budget to buy any of those things, there's free classes all over YouTube, including a certain Bodies by Design. So there's all kinds of things you can do that aren't going to cost you anything or aren't going to cost a lot. And I just actually bought myself my gift today. Bought one of those vegetable choppers, it has like the lid on it that you come down. One of the recipe people that I follow, she keeps using it. I'm like, they used to have them back in the day, and I don't think they worked really well, but now I think they're better manufactured, sharper blades, all that kind of stuff. So
Yeah.
I'll report back on that. It's not going to get here till Saturday, but kind of excited about that.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah. So those were the 6 that Dr. Isaacson wanted us to not just do and stop, but to start and make them habits.
Yeah.
And hang on for just a second. Diet, you want to adopt a dietary pattern. The Mediterranean diet should be a dietary pattern that's, plant forward with some animal protein and other animal products. So all of these, even if you're not doing all 6 of them after the 6 weeks, you have an opportunity to try again.
Yes.
So since it was kind of last minute to get involved, we decided we would repeat these. And so next week, January 5th, we'll start at the top again and start working on our gratitude meditation. Frozen again. Going to hang on for just a second, see if it comes back. Okay. And a week, new challenge starting in January. So we'll take a look at those. Maybe we can double up some weeks or stretch it out to a 10-week thing, because I'm working on all these things, and then I'm kind of, you kind of look at the year ahead and you think, what's my word for the year? And my word was going to be muscle, which I think it's still going to be muscle, but I think it's going to be habits, with the assumption that means healthy, good habits. And so I'm working on refining my list of what I want to do. And so it may be some of these. It's going to be some extras, but all right. But between all these, you can start to see is to start having positive impacts on your brain health.
Yeah.
And again, it's not something you do for 6 weeks and stop. It's something you need to do for the rest of your life, which is the biggest struggle that I have.
And
I don't mind doing something.
Yeah, well, and I think a lot of people have the struggles where they do it for that 6 weeks and they don't see any huge, horrendous changes, right? Some big, huge changes. And they're like, oh, this is not working. What you have to realize, just like she said, this is a lifestyle. This is a lifestyle change. And then if you stop after 6 weeks, first off, if you look at it in say we're talking about someone that's obese, we're going to take it away from the brain health for a minute. But you think of somebody that's obese, that didn't happen overnight, right?
Exactly.
These health issues didn't happen overnight. So to get those better, it's not going to happen overnight, but it can change things, right? So I just wanted to throw that in there.
Yeah, and what they say, the best time to start was yesterday. The next best time is today.
That's right.
So
that's right.
Go drink some water, go do some meditations, and start changing your life today.
We might need to meditate first, Dorita, after all these issues we had today. I need to breathe for a minute. We might just need to start there.
I got us home. It's a perfect day to meditate, right? Especially what we've talked about with the portal and all of that. I'm into numerology big time. I think synchronicities are absolute guide to your universe, and all of these things are going to help you stay on that path longer. I personally love the adventure of life, and I want to live it as long as I can to the fullest. And these are incredible ideas, and they're not that freaking hard. You know what else I know is I hear people, this is something that's really bothered me. It's a new pet peeve of mine. I don't have many pet peeves, but this is a pet peeve. You guys don't like the taste of something that's healthy for you, so you just don't. I don't like it. I'm not going to take it. What?
Yeah.
Wake up.
Or they don't like the look of it, right? They say, oh, that
Something.
doesn't look good. I'm not going to eat it.
But you'll eat a Cheeto. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I love y'all with all my heart, which is why
Yeah.
I'm saying these things. I'm a little more abrasive than my constituents here, because I do think there's a necessity in life right now to be a little more in your face.
Yep.
You guys are really numb to these things, and you think this is up, down, BA start, and you get 32 lives, and that's not how it works. So
Yeah.
I'm here to be the devil's advocate.
I could never see Dorita being a devil in any way, first off. There you go. We'll call
No,
it
I mean, I can be. I'm a very, I'm just as dark as anybody else can be, but as light as I am, and it's a lot less often. And again, it's a choice too, because I did spend the first half of my life in this gloomy place thinking, what do you mean it's a choice? This, and this is happening. So what? This, and this is also happening.
Yep.
So what?
Yep.
That's happening to everybody.
Yeah.
You're always special with your problem. Well, some of you are, but I digress. Most of us are living the same kind of problem, the same kind of limitation that we need to learn is a catalyst to make a creative way to live our life the way we want to live like everybody else, and inspire other people to be creative in their face of adversity on how you live.
Yeah.
It stinks that I have boobies sewn into me, man. It hurts all the time.
Yeah.
But you know what the things I do? I take a lot of water. Water is life. Water is life like art is life. Art saves life. Water saves lives. These are facts. I drink a lot of water. I do a lot of brush therapy. I meditate a lot. I listen to sound frequency. And I know my diet has everything to do with that. You think if I'm eating ding dongs and Cheetos all day, every day, that's doing anything healing my body? Absolutely not. So I'm here for your challenges, Miss Sarah. And I can't
Yep.
wait to see what the next, I think you said a new 4 week
Yes.
challenge, correct?
Yes. Yeah.
So we are just too
Yep.
blessed to have the people that we have, the advocates in here, the people that are willing to put in the time. And we are reaching the people that matter on time. Don't ever
Yep.
think that you've been late. Don't ever think that it's not enough, because we just need to ripple one. And that one's ripple into some
Yep.
and some and some. And it's just a huge echo of fabulous, darling.
And you know, talking about like all of these things, we're talking about all of these things where it comes to these brain health challenges, whether it be a brain health challenge or just a health challenge in general, right? We want to look at those. And we didn't do our segment yesterday, but I want to throw that in. When you're thinking of the end of the year and you're starting a new year, a lot of people do resolutions, right? How often are those given up on halfway through the year? I personally don't do resolutions. I do resets. I like to think of a reset. So, if you have thought of a resolution or a reset that you want to focus on for the year, throw it in the comments, add it out there. Let us know. Say it out loud. That way, you know that we will help hold you accountable for those things, right? We might be able to help encourage you to keep going if you're doing that.
You know what's wild is there was a synchronicity already in this live for me when Aunt Sarah said the word
Right.
for the
Connect.
year. And I have never heard that until today. And I was sitting there thinking it was a very profound, the 111 portal I was listening to. And it was a very profound piece of material that I was listening in on today. And I shared it with a couple people. I felt like it was very special. And I put it in our podcast, because Denise, she's very special. And you guys are very special. And they were talking about this one word. And I was like, man, what would that one word be for me? So that's going to be my question is, what's the word for you? You had mentioned, what was your word again, Aunt Sarah? Habits? I think that's what she
I
said.
think she
I
might
think
be.
she's frozen. She
Yeah,
looks
she's
beautiful
frozen.
frozen.
I know,
I do
right?
not look like that frozen. I look like
She
this.
had two words.
I know.
She freezes. She looks like freaking Jacqueline Kennedy.
Oh,
Get out of here,
a
beautiful.
blonde, or I'm blonde. I forget I'm not blonde. I'm gray.
It's both.
I have two words. It was going to be muscle, which I still think it is muscle. And I think of that both the physical as well as the mental, but habits. And I'm going to throw two quotes at you that I wrote down today.
Okay.
One of them is, your future is shaped by the habits you repeat, not by the goals you set.
I love it. Exactly. Yep. It's the action. I say manifestation without movement is a daydream. You're just daydreaming about it if you're not doing it, darling.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And then yeah. All right. Along with your point that this didn't just have to be fixed in 2 weeks is, and I think this is from James Clear, the guy who wrote Atomic Habits, which is an excellent, excellent book.
I just got that book.
It's so good.
Synchronicity. If y'all want to read a little bit of it in here each time, I could do like a 30-second segment.
Right. So you should also sign up for his email newsletter. It comes out, I think, once a week. And it's 3 quotes from him, 2 quotes from people that he admires.
Uh-oh. You are a little frozen.
And something to read.
You're more robotic for a minute.
Okay, that's not as pretty frozen right there. 80-year-old self today, what would they beg you to stop postponing?
That's a good one. Wow. If you met your 80-year-old self today, what would they be begging you
to stop postponing?
You guys we've got a lot of questions to answer in the comments, and I don't see any answers.
Oh, I like abundance is.
Yeah, abundance
only
is
Ashley.
Here for, yes. That's a hard one. Yeah, guys, think about that.
And
what
Carrie.
would your 80-year-old self tell you right now?
Get off your ass. Don't be sedentary. My 80-year-old self would stop putting off lifting weights.
I know somebody that can fix that.
I walked around my house today with leg weights on. That's cool that you said that, because I was like, how can I implement this into my everyday, into little stuff? So I have ankle weights and I put those on, and I did all my stuff today with ankle weights.
You can put those
And
on your wrist too.
yes, and I have some, but I have kind of a problem with my wrist, this wrist. So I've got some nerve damage in my wrist. So it really bothers me to be working and doing all that on my wrist. That's why I choose not to wear it on my wrist, but I do have enough to do that. And maybe I'll get one big enough for my arm. I don't know, but I cannot have it on this wrist right here. Long story. But yeah, I love this. And I'm going to say that Carrie said that Move More is her deal, taking care of my health, but I've started on it already. I have doctor's appointment Tuesday. Wonderful, Ashley. That's because
good.
I'm eating my pork for New Year's. Lovely. And it is hard. And I would say for me, when I was pondering at this morning, all I could think of was breakthrough, break on through to the other side. I have so many things, so many seemingly blockages, and they're not. They're not. I just am overwhelmed with it. And it started in that thing I was listening to this morning. It was saying, don't use those urgencies as a limit. Use them as a wave that you ride. Like if you don't get it finished, you don't get it finished. You come as you are, like I am here. And it is happening. And I've seen it time and time again that it happens.
Yep.
If I just show up. So I'm done. Even this morning, I wanted to go back to sleep. I was so tired. I had to wake up early and do the elves and all of that. And I can't go back to sleep when I do that because the girls didn't get them till Christmas, and they didn't want them to go away. It's the whole thing. And they had to do this dance and this glitter thing that I made with my chat GPT. I have this whole situation. I might even compact together and sell to y'all. No, I'd give it for free. But neither here nor there. I told them they'd stay for a while and they can touch the elves because they've done magic things. And as long as they keep responsible, have a childlike heart, and do these couple things which add value to my children, they can have them for a few days after and special around the holidays of the year. Anyway, so I got up very early, but instead of going back to sleep, I rested for a second, got myself together, watched something relaxing, that portal thing, for about 20 minutes. And then I got up and I just started kicking ass like I always do. But I was really tired, and I'm really tired now. And I'm not saying I can do that every day. I'm saying some days I'll be able to do that. But I am a napper anyway because I'm not a consistent sleeper, right? Like I don't sleep 8 hours. I'm like up every hour going to check on my kids. I'm that nervous lady that does that. But I do have these genius moments when I'm in that because I have cut up my day. Like sometimes my day feels like I fit, 2 or 3 days in it. So when people ask me how long ago is that, I'm like, it could be 2, it could be 4 days. And I mean that because I do feel like I've stuck so much in. And again, I felt like I was already starting this momentum with all these challenges, with the podcast, with not sitting in the corner when I had the most devastating thing happen right in front of me 91 days ago. 92 days ago. You know what I'm saying? Like there were things that I made choices to do, just like you guys made a choice to be here. You making these choices to do these things gives you that momentum, that movement you want, which will all lead to the abundance.
Yep.
And that really is something that we all want, whether it's an abundance of health, abundance of money, abundance of friends, of people that are getting your message because you've spread about cancer or spread about colonoscopies or heart disease or whatever you've gone out and done, an abundance of. When you're working like that, you want an abundance of something back, whether it's love or a material thing, whatever it is. And when you are just sitting idle, it's never ever going to happen. You are literally daydreaming about it. When people say, oh, I lit a fire and blah blah blah, but then I just sat my deal, I lit a candle and a deal. That's not how it goes. That puts your intention into those things because you're like, you know what? I'm holding myself accountable in this ceremony. That's what that means.
Yep.
Sorry, I went off on a tangent.
No. You know what? That's okay though, because that kind of adds into
Good for you, Jared. I hope you thought of your grandma. I'm sorry.
Aww.
I hope you thought of your grandma.
So it just kind of like puts it all together though, right? Because you're talking about all the things, and you and I both are kind of the same, where we hold ourselves very much accountable for things that, like me, I know I set a list and sometimes I get carried away. And if I don't meet that list, I get upset with myself, or, I've got this focus and it doesn't happen. And you're like, oh man, I'm way behind. But that goes with part of what we're saying. number one, learn to let things go and don't shame yourself for it. Give yourself that grace. And so that's what she did today, right? She took that breath, she took that relaxing moment to just move away for a minute and to just be able to do, right? It just opened up that whole new focused mentality. You did it.
You know what's crazy? This is another synchronicity I just had while you were talking about that. It's just like, there is no time to sit back. I got to send everybody this portal thing, y'all. We're going to be talking about it. We're going to be doing it because it's not a thing that turns off and on. It is a lifestyle, and it's so crazy. Denise and I are in such sync. We don't even mean to be. We don't even mean to be, but we just are. And it's so opposite each other, and it just shows that it is not choosy. It does not pick it. It just, if you go with it, you go with it. You ride the wave. It's that journey. It's the climb. It is though. It is all those things in between, and I love that this is coming out like this right now.
Oh, that's what we're here for too, right? We're here to bring this together and add this in for everybody, for you to see that you don't have to give up just because the year ended. You can give yourself the start over, a refresh, or revitalize, whatever you want to call it. And if you want to call it a resolution, that's fine too. I don't know. I just think that resolution, in our notes, we've got resolution versus a restart, right? In the new year, we talk about resolutions, but maybe resolution is hard for you to think about too, and you feel like it puts extra stress on you, right? So if you don't look at it in that way, that may a new journey. I love that, American. I love it being said, a new journey. I call it a restart or a reset, and I talk about that a lot.
Dude.
Jarita's having some issues. So
my kid just ran into like a $40,000 motorcycle on the tire. If she would have hit it somewhere else, it would have been a problem.
oh gosh.
Jeez Louise. Anywho's. But it's something else. It might sound just like cliche or hallmark to people, and that disingenuine nowadays. And again, that fake is fading off. This is the year for no more fake. Truth, true self. None of the other is going to pass through. If you find yourself being fake, you will find yourself failing.
Yeah.
Period.
It's hard to keep up when you're fake.
It is.
How do you circle around and keep up with fakeness or lies or whatever? And you know what? It could be, and I don't mean this disrespectful, but you could be lying to yourself. Right?
A lot of time I've been in the position where I've lied to my own self. So if I can do it, I damn sure know you guys can.
It can happen. Time to clean out, take people from our lives. That's right. You need to take out those people that give you that negative vibe, and start putting in those people that give you that encouragement, that positivity, and all the things that you need to do, because you are worth it. Every bit of this new restart for the new year.
You said something in our notes that was beautiful. You said you don't need a resolution to move forward. And I really love that, because again, I love that you want to set the intention of something, and I love all that, but maybe you don't even have time. This is a time I feel like to pause and wait for the opportunity. And also what I was going to say earlier, because I have to stop, it makes me forget. So what I was going to say is, be careful what you're agreeing to do right now and what you're committing yourself to do, because some of those things may take you off the track that you're meant to go on, even if it's something subtle. So be I feel like hyper aware of the opportunities that present themselves, or the opportunities that may be hidden that could present themselves. And again, using your tools like your Chat GPT and little things like that you have at your fingertips now, I feel like are so helpful, because it can get to know you. I get to know mine, so mine tailors stuff to me, right? And what I'm actually working on at that point in time or collectively. And I feel like it will tailor these messages to me sometimes, and I can tweak them and change my algorithm with them. And it really sparks these great ideas. So again, if you're feeling rusty or stuck, or that you have an intention with no substance, go and ask these things, or go talk to other people. If you're inspired by Aunt Sarah, Go talk to Aunt Sarah. How did you get into this? Why do you feel responsible to come and tell people to this? I want to know how I can help. Whatever the case may be,
Yep.
I'm encouraging you guys to open your eyes to hidden opportunities and to also watch what you commit yourself to at this point in time or any point in time in your life. Be more choosy. Even if it's a relationship, a friendship, settling down and settling.
Mm-hmm.
There's a difference.
Yep. That's right. That's right. And a lot of people do that too. It's like when they're rushing themselves into something, right? Whether it be a personal relationship, an intimate relationship, a friendly relationship, whatever it may be, you just feel the need to be a part of that person. But what you need to step back and think about, is that person right for you? And this is something that I've always told my kids growing up, is you want to be around people that make you a better you.
Yes.
They want to encourage you. They
Add
encourage you
value.
to be better, right? So just remember that if you're just joining in and you're questioning things about yourself, those are things that we need to look at, is who makes us better at what we are? Who makes us a better version of us? There's all
I
those
agree.
people out there, and I feel like there's somebody out there for everybody that's going to help make them better, whether it's a friend, a family member, a new intimate partner, whatever. I feel like there's someone out there, no matter where you are in your journey, and there's a season for every person in your life.
Agreed. People say reason, season, and lifetime, and I love that, and I've seen it over and over again. Put something in the put a heart in the chat if you guys agree that you've seen that unfold, the reason, season, or lifetime. It's usually in hindsight, right? Because I know sometimes when those things are ripped from you, seemingly ripped from you, you can't understand it in that. But I, again, now with all this knowledge, the reason we come in here and the reason I want to be in this space is to tell y'all there are so many reasons those things and probably a future like you never even dreamed of before if you
Yep.
start doing the things we're talking about, being healthy, being intentional, being open-eyed, open to suggestion, but not so open that you're vulnerable and can be taken down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know, a friend of
Positivity
mine
is key.
did a thing she did a Facebook post today, and it was 10 years ago. And she texted me after I texted her Happy New Year's this morning. She texted me and she says, "Did you ever imagine that you would be where you are 10 years ago?" I said, "Absolutely not. I've always been the one that's been in the background of everything. Did I ever think that I would be on a podcast? Absolutely not. Did I think that I would ever meet the great people that I've met just in the last 2 years? Absolutely, I did not. I was not even on social media 2.5 years ago. I never imagined I would meet some of the most amazing people that I have ever met in the last 2 years. Did I know that I would do that 10 years ago? No. What about you, Sarah? Are you where you thought you would be 10 years ago?
No, absolutely not. Both geographically as well as emotionally and everything else. Yeah. No, I couldn't have imagined 10 years ago that I would be an Alzheimer's prevention advocate. I mean, my mom had Alzheimer's, but there was no.
Uh-oh, she froze up quickly.
Being able to do anything to prevent it. So, and I was busy with other parts of life and didn't even think about pursuing down that I had the gene that increases my risk. So it's ate a fly. Then my focus, which is not good for your brain.
Protein.
Protein.
Said more protein,
Animal
Sarah.
products. I'm trying to eat more plants, not more animals. But then it was, I was focused on myself, which at least fed into my husband, who's already, very conscious of his health, but he started like eating more plants and less of the junk that we used to eat. And then I'm like, I got to go beyond me. There's just, people don't know. When I told her that I knew I had the gene, and I told her not to write care insurance in the future, which they're working on legislation to fix that.
Yeah.
But I had no idea this is what I'd be doing. Certainly didn't think, again, I'd be on a podcast talking about brain health. I'm not even sure I thought I was doing that months ago.
Yeah. Yeah. But you know what? You're an amazing part. You're an amazing part of this. You are. I just saw that your hand was up on the other side, Jarita. I hope that wasn't very long. But it's an amazing part of it, right? And that's what we're here for. We're hoping to bring in these people that are going through these journeys that can give that additional information, like you're doing right now. I mean, look what you've done. Get out of my live.
Ew. He was just messing you up with his own grandma.
Yeah. So guys, just remember that's part of it, right? That's what we're here for, Sarah, and we appreciate all the things that you bring in here. I mean, since I've gotten to know you in the last couple of years, and that's what just attracted me to you to begin with, and we've become really good friends, right? I mean, I consider you a friend now, not just an acquaintance, because we do talk off the camera, and it's just something that you add to it, right? You just add that extra piece. You add that extra part to, and I hope that these things get out there and it gives something to someone that needs this information that may not have it.
Yeah. Well, it's like I think you or Drita said earlier, if you impact just one person, that's enough. I mean,
I've always said that. Yep.
You know, you can't change the world, but you can change somebody's world. And
that's right.
I hope I can do a little bit of that.
And you know, that's the way you need to look at it. You think about your videos, Sarah, when you do them. I know that you've been trying to get those recreated and stuff like that. When you do that, if you create that video and you've got 1,000 people that look at it and one person reaches out to you and says, "What can I do?" You've made an impact right there. And you've planted the seeds in those other 1,499 people.
Yeah.
So that's all it takes is that one little seedling.
Well, I hope so. And I hope they tell two friends and they tell two friends and so on and so on.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, they may hear something that you've said and they know somebody else to send it to. So absolutely, I agree. I mean, I just think that that's what we're here for, right, Jarita? But that is what we're here for.
That's why we are here. Everything could be a lyric. Sorry.
Yeah.
That's okay. That's okay. I know that we did get a little bit of off topic, guys, but we're talking
But I think this was a good place for the topic to go because we were talking about it not being a resolution, not fixing yourself, but just moving and getting a momentum. And I think this was kind of key here myself.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it was
another thing that James Clear says is that every time you do that good habit, make those right decisions, you're making a vote for being the person that you want to be. So the main thing is you have to decide who you want to be and then work towards becoming that person.
Yeah.
And whether it's health or work or your family, whatever, just start acting like you are that person, like make choices for the part.
Yep. Yep. And you know, a lot of people say that too. It's not just one person that says that, because there's a lot of people, if you're looking into the fitness world, they're like, okay, if you want to do this, you say this, and then you follow the people that talk about this and do these things, and they give you the encouragement that you need, or sometimes it gives you the willpower to keep pushing, right? And that's why I always talk about adding someone in to give you accountability. That's another way to make it happen. So,
and when you're sitting here talking about accountability, it goes right along with the portal, man. It's not asking about the fake positivity. It's not asking about anything that you say you're going to do. It's asking you to enter something consciously, accountably.
Yeah. I really think that if you say things negative to yourself, and I know this is probably a little bit off, but saying something negative to yourself out loud, you take that in.
Think about this, Denise. And I always use this when somebody talks about talking negative yourself. Look what Hitler did with just his words. Look how he moved people. Made
Yeah.
people absolutely insane with just his words. So what do you think you're doing to yourself when you're talking like that to you? Words mean everything. They are a spell. They
Yep.
are something you bind yourself to, just
Mhm.
Yep.
like you do when you intentionally say them.
Yep.
Unintentionally, again, right now, watching what you walk into and bind yourself to.
Yep.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
That's why they say your prayers out loud and say your manifestations out loud.
Yep.
Because it's a spell. It's not hocus pocus spell. It's real. You can see it all the time. And using words like this always happens to me. I always have this kind of luck. This is the way it is for me. Those are curses you're placing on yourself with your mouth and
Yeah,
ugly things that you're doing to yourself.
that's right. That's right. This is a good year to change that big. I agree with that right
I
there.
agree.
This is
Victory.
the
What's
time
that,
to put out
Victory?
that negativity talk. You
Right,
say
you're
you
basically
talk bad
doing
about
negative
yourself.
version of
Say it again, Sarah. You cut out again.
saying
Say it again,
what Jarita was saying goes right along with that. That's the negative side of, okay, I am the kind of person who does this. And if I'm the kind of person who, lives a certain life, then all my decisions are going to be
This is
based
your
on that.
box.
And if I decide that
Mhm.
I'm
Yeah.
the person who has bad luck all the time, all my
Mhm. Uh-oh.
decisions
Sarah, I'm going to
are going to be made
try
based on that.
muting over here
All my
on
choices.
Restream
That's
and
just
unmute on Clapper.
spiral.
Try muting on
Okay.
Restream and unmute on Clapper and see if that'll make things a little better. Let's see.
Yep. Trying to get.
I don't know. It might give an echo.
Now it is. Okay. Are you getting an echo?
No. Let's try that.
Oh, there's the echo.
Oh, you're getting it? Okay. We'll go back to Restream then.
All right, let me turn this off. All right, no, try this again. I just turned off my sound.
Okay. You still have an echo?
I don't know.
It's okay. Well, you can continue talking. If you hear the echo, just let me know and we'll fix it. But if you want to continue talking that way, then Restream will be able to hear what you're saying too.
Okay. I was just making the point that if you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got
There it goes. Yeah, just go ahead and unmute on Restream and then mute on Clapper. We'll deal with it. It's all good. Jarita, did it help when you turned off your camera?
I'm not sure. I didn't know if it did help or not. All right, shut the door, please.
So maybe
I'm
if
not
you
sure.
turn off your camera, if you freeze, we can still hear you, right? We can still hear what you're saying. We may not see you, but we can still hear what you're saying. I think you're still muted on Restream.
I was just saying that if you think of yourself as the kind of person who has bad luck, then all your decisions and choices are going to be based on that. And you're just going to keep recreating those negative situations as opposed to,
Yep.
I'm a person who has good luck. I am a person. And I don't mean that in a manifesting kind of way, because manifesting isn't just thinking. Manifesting requires action. But
That's right.
If you get into that mode of negative thinking, you're always going to be there. It's going to be hard to get out.
Yeah, for sure.
And I love that. Like, again, back to the portal.
Yep.
Saying it is not asking if you're ready. It's asking if you're willing.
Yeah, because you have to put that willingness and that manifestation into action, because if you are not, you're going to let everything just pass you right on by. You're just going to sit there and wait for it to happen. It's not going to happen on its own. Talk to yourself positively. If you manifest something, work for it to make it happen.
So that was funny because
Yep.
Cass over here next to me has some ridiculous ice cream.
I
And
see
she's
that.
like, it went out of the camera, but I went, and it looked like it just disappeared into my mouth. It was amazing. That was beautiful. Everything about today has been very beautiful.
No, we
Even
didn't kick him out.
the tragedies, you know what I mean? Again, I just try to see,
Yeah.
wow. Oh, I don't know how to get past that.
No, we didn't kick him out.
People smile and you kicked him out. We didn't kick him out.
No, we didn't kick him out. I would never kick out Uncle
Who
Timmy.
kicked Uncle Timmy out? Do not kick Uncle Timmy out. Why would here? I can see right now who kicked.
He's back, right? Joe, good boy.
Yeah, that's his other account.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, we know him. We know him. I see who kicked him out. We know him. The
Oh,
person
yeah.
kicked out didn't know. Yeah, he's cool.
Well, ladies,
Okay.
I am going to have to turn my camera off and just listen
Oh,
because
sorry,
I got to get some
Start
other
doing
stuff
your
done.
thing.
But I appreciate. Yeah.
Well, thank you for being here, Sarah.
Having me, and we'll have to play. All right.
Yeah, we'll
My
plan
pleasure.
for the 5th for you to come
Love you
in
guys.
and tell us the new challenge for the day, for the week.
Okay.
See you later, Aunt Sarah.
All right. Bye, guys. I'm gonna listen.
Okay. Yeah, sorry about that, JoJo. Let's see. We're gonna do that. All right, Jarita, you still there? We still good? Can you hear me? You're muted.
I'm sitting up here just talking away.
Yeah, I'm like, where'd she
I
go?
don't
I see your mouth
know
moving, but nothing's
what
saying
you
over
say.
here.
It's probably good. I was sitting here talking about Uncle Timmy, saying I love you. I don't think the person that did that knew at all who you were, and that is definitely one of our good friends.
Yeah.
I talk to him every day.
I will say
Every day.
too that I don't know what was said and I don't know what had happened, but just to talk about the person that did it, they are very cautious with me because we have some really negative comments that come in. So
Yeah.
if it was taken out of context as a negative comment,
That's all that happened.
that's what happened. I do apologize and I hate that happened, but we love Uncle Timmy. We love you, Uncle Timmy.
Love you.
So back to our conversation. Sarah, that was great. I know that she is gone for now. She has walked away. I know that you still see her in the center, but she's muted everything. So she's just hanging out and listening to us right now. But the things that she brings to the table is amazing. Like, I am so excited to have her as part of this for another 4 weeks.
I am as well. I was like, oh, we get you more? Okay, I'm down. I'm down. Love you.
Yeah.
Thank you for everything, Uncle Timmy.
So I think she even had said something about making it into a 10-week thing because we could do the 6 weeks from last
time.
And the 4. So we could just keep going with this. We could always.
That's a 5th of the year, y'all. A 5th of the year.
I know. I'm so excited for this new year and all the wonderful things that it's going. So you guys.
You know what else I love that you said in here? One of the great things, or that I guess I put this in here, but the reason I can't say that you said it, but it's inspired by something you said. And I'll read what I put.
Okay.
When we talk about the restarts and not resolutions, because you came up with that. And I loved that. So I ran with it in my portal. And I love where it says a resolution lives in the future and a restart lives in the body now.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what we talk about when we're talking about invoking the power of now.
Yep.
Absolutely amazing concepts, the way that our stuff, when I say that we're in sync, it is uncanny how it comes together, and it makes me know that we're moving in the right direction. Why I'm sitting here watching from inside my vehicle while my kids running around here playing, which will be done soon. We are going to ask that you guys stick around for the mantra at the end. Are we going to be live tomorrow? Are we going to do a live tomorrow? Are we just going to do it from today, or what are we doing?
I mean, I'm okay with doing our regular live for tomorrow, and that way we'll kind of get on track. Unless you have things, if you have things going on.
Yeah, it just depends because we're doing Christmas this weekend finally.
Oh, okay. Well, then
It
how
just
about we do
depends.
that? Why don't we take a breather? We'll
Okay.
let today be our one for the week since it's the new year. We're starting things off, and then we'll come back in on Monday with a fresh new.
And we did do Monday, y'all.
Yeah, we did
Y'all can
Monday.
catch the replay on the YouTubes, the Facebooks, everywhere. All of our links are crossed. You can look them up in both of our bios. We do have a Grit and Glitter channel on YouTube. We do need more subscribers over there and for you guys to ripple this out, only because we need the world to change in the way that we're looking for it to change. In our universe, my universe needs to be freaking glowing.
Yeah.
This dim lit stuff is not for moi. And I want to say something else, you guys, too. Think about the things that you should be avoiding, the things that you shouldn't be avoiding with regards to everything, including what Aunt Sarah said. I want to say that this is not a clean slate. This is a continuation because, again, I don't want y'all to think this is something that just starts and ends. I think this is something we've been working on for the past couple months. And now we're kind of hindsight's like, wow, man, I'm already doing this.
Yep.
Doesn't it feel good to already be doing this?
That's right. That's
What,
right.
what,
Yeah.
what? Just
Yeah.
saying.
So just remember that just because it's a new year, just because it's the first day of the year, doesn't mean that you have to think negatively about the things that you're trying to leave behind. Just use it as a new start, as a restart. You don't have to forget those things. Let them help you learn. Let them help you build. Let them help you change.
Yes. Yeah, like you said, it doesn't demand transformation today. Just ask for one simple thing, and that is to be present in it today.
Right.
Right now. That lifestyle, that moment right now, that let it live in your body right now, not thinking about the future, because if it's living right now in 365 days, imagine how many things has started living you and you started focusing on, and you've got resolution to some of those things. You've got abundance in some of those things. You've got new things in the work. Dude, it is a domino effect when you get up and do things. Let's get a nice big steak. Sounds great. Happy birthday to Mavericks on Saturday. We have a beautiful thing and a beautiful year lined up for y'all. Shredda and I are going to be working on some art for the merchandise, which is going to be absolutely incredible. And it's going to be relative to everywhere, not just this podcast. It's not going to say huge Warriors Journey podcast. It might say Warriors Journey somewhere, and then it might say podcast established 2025 or something cute. But the main part of it is going to be beautiful, like our art saves lives. So be looking out for that. Be looking out for all the different things that we've talked about, reaching out to people, being grateful, saying those things out loud, reinforcing that goodness inside of you, even if you don't feel those things. Because oh, she said something earlier. I should have written it down. Maybe I'll think about it and put it on a shirt too. But I will watch the podcast again. It will spark it. Let us know if you're replaying. I love you guys, and I will see you on Monday at 4 p.m. Central.
That's right, guys. Have a great weekend, and we will see you guys on Monday. Have a great night.
What no longer serves is released without shame, without rush. What carried this moment here is honored. The lessons, the strength, the becoming.
These churros.
Pause is taken, breath returns, a choice is made again. Not with pressure, but with presence. Not with force, but with intention. A new beginning is welcomed gently, trusting the pace, honoring the path. Support is allowed. The next step unfolds, grounded, aware, and open to what comes next.
From limitations to liberation, we are a warrior's journey. Different battles, same mission. Monday through Friday, 4 p.m. Central.